with us we have FormPipe and the CEO, Christian. First, of course, the obvious question today. Today's the 18th of March. Can you give us a Corona update from FormPipe's perspective?
Of course, interesting and troublesome times. We, at the moment, it would be naive to make too much of a forecast or predictions on where this will take us. However, at the moment, we're fortunately a company that can execute a lot of our customer services, delivery and so forth from a distance, and do not foresee in the near future big impact on our business. If this turns out to be very long term, of course there will be a significant impact on our business as well. But what we see right now, limited impact, and a lot of our meetings and contact with customers and helping them can be done remote. We, during 2019, also certified for ISO 27001, and even though that's information security, a lot of the processes and being prepared to handling risk situations and crises are what we are set up to and well prepared with our robust processes and routines. So I think we're less hurt than many others at the moment, and also with our big portion of recurring revenue, of course, from a money perspective, also less hurt than many others.
If we can stay at the ISO certification for a bit, what does that mean and why is that important to you?
Well, I mean, we have a large portion of our customer base in the public sector space, a lot of them with really, historically also for a long time, information security has been a key thing for them. I mean, authorities belonging to the defense or the police and so forth have really high requirements on IT security. There's also been incidents in the public sector space on terms of IT security, raising the bar also in tenders and so forth on information security and how you handle that, and making sure that you also have good routines and processes, and making sure that there's no security breaches or holes in your product code and so forth. So what we have done, always taking information security seriously and being good at that, we've also decided to go for a certification, making sure that we have evidence of how good we are on information security, and that's called ISO 27001. That certificate that proves that we take this seriously, and auditors has reviewed us and granted us the certificate. This is a competitive advantage, and with the ever-growing amount of digital information, it's really important with the integrity, the availability, and being certain that no one that should not be able to reach your data can reach your data. So this is a growth area in terms of requirements and in terms of the need for companies to increase the requirement on information security. And it's even more so when you move your data into the cloud, where of course this is essential for both businesses and public sector. And today I think there's about 10, a little bit more than 10 companies, IT companies in Sweden that has this certificate about, and I think we're 10,000 IT companies in Sweden. So it is a unique thing to have.
You talked a bit about the recurring revenue, which grew a bit in Q4. And now it's about 61-62%, I think. And how large of a chunk can this be going forward in the future, you see?
Yeah, I hope several 100%, of course, that the revenue base is on recurring revenue alone is significantly higher than the cost base. That would be a good situation. We're now on 85% of our cost base, covering that. And yeah, I don't see I mean, it will probably not go to 100% of our total revenue, but it will be several 100% above our costs, I hope. We will probably always need some delivery capacity to either support our partners or our end customers with implementing our software. But I foresee a world where less and less software is bought on a traditional basis, and that is the rapid software as a service shift we see now in the market. So I think in a few years, very large portion of our revenue will be recurring revenue from SaaS sales.
And to build up that recurring revenue, you need some delivery hours or consultancy hours. Can you just shed some light on how many hours, or how does a normal project look like?
Well, our product portfolio is sort of, I mean, we are in enterprise content management space, but a little bit dependent on which sort of customer you're facing, or if it's document management that we help in the ERP space, helping Microsoft Dynamics to get that customer to better document management on that. It's our partner doing that, so we're very slim or small hours of consultancy for us to make that business happen, and that is where we see the fastest growth of software as a service as well. While on implementing a long-term archive for several legacy system or other business systems within the public sector space, yeah, that could be a multi-year project where either we or a partner is helping the customer with not only the implementation, but also making sure that they understand the system, add on further more sources into the system and so forth. So it's very big spread on how many hours that we need to spend in terms of implementation of our software.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for stopping by and answering some questions.
Thank you.